of the seven hills of Rome. And then it will be built with facing this side, because in the time of the popes, this is the side of where Rome will be. And the side where the Forum is, what once was in ancient Roman times so important, is just the place where the ruins and where you go and get marble that you can use again. Now yesterday evening you passed already this square here. It's called Piazza Venezia, and you saw it already, and you saw all the different buildings, and now to the right we can see again this very big white building. And to the right, this building is the biggest building of Rome. It's also the most useless building of Rome. It's just a monument built for the man on the horse. You see him up on the right. Victor Emmanuel, the first king of Italy. You know, when Italy becomes one country in 1870, we are a monarchy and he's the first king. So when he dies, this monument will be made for him, and later it will be used. You see the flames burning on the right, just above the staircases. Those are the flames for the soldiers, the tomb for the soldiers, unknown soldiers that died in World War I and World War II. This is a monument built 100 years ago, and it's neoclassicistical style. The Romans don't like it. They nickname it the sugar cake or the wedding cake. Look to the left. You see there that column with all the things carved out? That is the Trajan's column. It was built in the year 110 AD after Emperor Trajan will conquer still a country called Dacia, nowadays Romania, and he makes the Roman Empire the biggest it will ever become, and that's his battle scenes that they have carved out on that column. Now, to the left, behind the buildings, that's where one of the seven hills will start too. That's the Quirinal Hill, but you almost don't even notice it, do you? So to our right, behind the sugar cake, there's the Capitoline Hill, and here's also a hill. In front of us, to the left, is again the Esquiline Hill. Further up in front is another. So we are actually in the valley. To the right is another hill. In the valley, in between the seven hills. Okay, so that's what you must imagine, these hills way higher when Rome will be started. Now look to the left. Do you see that brick wall, round wall with all the holes? Imagine in your fantasy beautiful marble slabs against it, okay? And you imagine below these, behind the little arches, that was where the first shopping mall was. In ancient Roman times there were 150 shops in there. It's called Trajan Market. And then in the Middle Ages a family will go and live in the ruins and build above it the tower, so they were able to defend themselves when they were attacked by another family ruling another part of Rome. Okay, that's why all these buildings will be reused again. Now you see that Rome of 2,000 years ago is lower. Look at to the right and the left. Soon you're going to notice that excavations are lower. Because the valley, the Romans were living lower, but after the fall of the Roman Empire, when they rip away all the marble and then the mud will come down the hills, this area gets higher and gets to the level where we are now. And they have excavated again. So to the right, the level in the Middle Ages would have been as high as where we're now, but they went excavating now in the last 200 years. To the right, that is a forum. This is the main square, the main center, in between the seven hills, where the shepherds in the beginning come and meet each other to swap goods. And then after that will become the market square. So first you have your shops, then you have your government offices, and then you have also your temples. And then it becomes so important that it becomes a marble square, and the shops are moved to the side, and here you only have the political and religious buildings. Beautiful marble. And you would also come here to listen to the senators and the emperors talk. It's not for nothing that we still use the word forum for a discussion panel, okay? Because of the square here called the forum. Here you would come to listen to the emperors talk. So all the marble has been ripped away. Now we're going to see the forum from another angle as we're going to go into the forum and then look down, and then I'll explain a bit more about what we see of the broken stones, how they would have been 2,000 years ago. To the right soon you're going to see a very big wall, yeah, with two level of arches, and this is the side of a very big basilica. It would have been 3 times as big as what it is, and to the other side, enormous, covered up with marble all over. This was a basilica made by Constantine. We're going to see it from the other side, and I'll give a bit more of an explanation. But now keep on looking to the right, and you will see 3 very big maps made of black marble and of white, and it's the development of the Roman Empire. The first one you're going to see just behind the tree. Watch the white, and that is the Mediterranean area of Europe. You will see all of Europe is white, North Africa and the Middle East. That is as big as what the Roman Empire will become. Look how big that was. And that is around 110 AD. And 1900 years ago, the Romans were ruling all of that, what you see there, the first map on the right. Imagine that. Enormous. Some of you can already see it in front of us. in front of us, past the bus, you start to see already, and soon we're going to see that too. It's the Colosseum, and one of the 7 world wonders of modern times.